Oh. Hello, how are we doing? Trying to share the live out to people while people are getting ready to come in and see what they're doing. Because if it's 10:30, it's time for tarot. How are we doing? How's everybody? Tonight we're working with a different tarot deck. It's going to be the Crow Tarot tonight. So that's going to be fun. How's everybody doing? Oh, thank you. Already getting the heart puffs. People know how it works already. Hello, Francesca. Oh, I forgot to light my candle for you guys. I'm sorry. My bad. Let me do our sacred ritual of, candle for all of you guys. Connect you guys to spirit. And remember how we jump the line is you go to my website, psychiclexi.com, and you PayPal. I did make a notice earlier at night, and I was like, hey, if you want to do your reading or get first dibs on the first readings whenever I go on live, book it now, and I'll have your name, and I'll know who you are. Oh, honey. Diane, hold on. Okay. I'm so sorry, Diane Sakala. Oh, guys, it's going to be a heavier night tonight. Okay. That's okay. So, Diane, I would advise that you book a private seance reading. You can go to my website and do that there. I try not to do a whole bunch of mediumship over there, but somebody just kind of come in and say, I'm okay. Did somebody go through a car crash or just really, really sudden? One was an accident. Feels like one was sick and one was an accident. But they do talk about somebody being okay. If you want a more detailed reading, Diane, please book a one-on-one seance reading, and you can get them from psychiclexi.com. That's my website. You get me. We meet one-on-one over Zoom. Okay, so that's probably not you. So since you don't really have a profile picture, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to connect. So I would suggest you booking a private reading. I'm much better one-on-one. So psychiclexi.com. Yep, you can book an hour or 30 minutes. Or I even have a little cameo option where you can book a cameo. And we can do that. But we meet one-on-one. And your reading is private unless you want it shown to people and you want me to make it public. But I keep my seance readings private. I know a lot of people they don't do that, but I try to be as respectful as possible of the living and of the dead. But yeah, so psychiclexi.com if you would like to book your readings. I have space available for this Saturday and Sunday, or I'm booking into next year. I'm taking New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off, but yeah, I'm booking into the new year. So yeah, definitely go ahead, heart the live, like the live. Hi, Mimi, if you're wanting to be in here. Let's see, what else is happening? We have our tarot class coming up January 25th. There's 10 spots available. Once 10 is filled, that's it. And that will be available to anybody that's willing and ready to learn tarot. It's going to be a 2-hour class. So if there's 10 people, I want everybody to have enough time to... It won't let you like the live. That's weird. If you are interested in doing the tarot class, then that's why it's 2 hours, is I want everybody to have enough time to ask questions. It's going to come with like a little PDF journal you can print out, a workbook, and we're going to be going over everything, like the history of tarot, like how it originated, everything, the whole shebang. If you're really that like busting myths, how to connect with your tarot deck, any and everything you can think of, like, this deck is a little stiff because I don't use a lot. Anything and everything you can think of to like connect to your deck, like that is what I'm doing. I'm even going to be offering suggestions of people of what I think a good deck would be for you to start with, if that's how you want to do. Because some people have asked, they were like, what deck would you buy if you were me? And I'm like, ooh, let me research this. And I always like answering those questions. I think I'm going to do an incense for you guys tonight. I have these really good incense, and the other night I used them in my mediumship readings. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Harley, can you tell me where the headphones case is? Have you looked in your purse or backpack? Because I think it's there. It's somewhere deep inside of a bag. I wonder what happened to the lady who asked me about her keys. She asked me about her keys, or her key fob, and I'm really hoping she found them. If that lady ever comes back, here we go. I'm gonna cleanse. I cleanse my tarot deck after each use, and I haven't used this one a lot. So I'm always burning incense. Thank you, Diana, for subscribing. Yeah, I think your headphones case is somewhere else. It's like in a bag. It's in somewhere silly. Or they're also saying it could also be in the console of your car. And by the way, if spirit comes into the camera, don't be alarmed. Last night, my little thing that said, hi, I am here. I went to your site. I did subscribe, but how do I make an appointment for one-on-one? So you go to psychiclexi.com, and whenever you go in, it's the first page, right? First page, and you're going to go in and you can either select an hour time or a 30-minute time. Yeah, check your purse. Check your purse. Okay, Michelle. Or you could also text me. My number is 919-763-6975. If you're like, bitch, I don't understand how to do all of this. This is weird. Let me know. If I will be sending you a Zoom link. If you go ahead and book it off my site right now. Hi, Cindy. I will send you a Zoom link once this live is over. And I'll do it that way. I haven't heard from the live stalker yet in a little bit, so that's nice. But y'all's time will not be interrupted, which is going to be the good thing here. So I figured out a workaround around that. Ha ha ha. Anyway. I'm going to go through the chat and start finding my gifters, because I've already had, as soon as I hopped on, people were gifting and like, give me my reading. So in private one-on-ones, we're booking into the new year. We're also doing Saturday and Sunday. So once Saturday is taken, we're going to move on to Sunday. Once Sunday's taken, we're going into the new year, people. And I've got January 3rd's already taken. So now is going to be a good time to book your one-on-ones. We're going to be doing heavy into New Year, New You readings. I haven't posted that up on my site, but we will be. We're going to be talking about all things career, love, like how those things are going to externally affect your life and what we can do to like really bring in the goodness with them. All right, let's look at the chat, people. And if there's a moderator in here, please make yourself known. That would be amazing. All right, Francesca, 2 heart puffs. Let me see if I can, 2 comments. Ooh, the incense are incensing tonight. Do you do yes or no? Yes, I do yes or no, Francesca. So if you'd like to go ahead and ask your question, that would be amazing. I'm going to move on to Valerie. Valerie, you just did 12 likes. Thank you for the heart puff. living the happy life. Will my dad recover? Has he had surgery? Living the happy life. You can let me know in the comments. Judgment talks about, like, he kind of needs to get his shit together. Like, there are a lot of people, like, it's kind of a mental game for him. There's a lot of people like, okay, we need to get our shit together. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And it's almost like he doesn't have the willpower to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of Wands in the reverse position. I think it's going to be, Wands are our motivation and our, incense are trying to choke me out. Our motivation and, like, how bad we want things. And you're going to have to push him. Push him really hard. And that's going to be really uncomfortable because then you're going to be parenting the parent, right? So you're going to have to make that a conscious decision and just approach it with love as much as you can. Living the happy life. And I will go into the comments. So it just says, Janine, will my dad recover? But you can, that was your reading. You can let me know if that, like, it's home with you or not. All right. Yeah, so Diane Cicala, it's psychiclexi.com. My website's in my bio. Like, everything to keep me reachable is in my bio. John Grimes, 837. Does April love me? Queen of Wands. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. That's going to be you guys are going to be a power couple. It's going to be fine. All right. Beth, is James' new woman arguing with him about me tonight? Yes, the Empress, yes, but the Magician, I feel like we've inserted ourselves where we don't belong a little bit here. Beth, you have literally manifested this argument. Like, you are no man's peace here, or no woman's peace in this situation. So the point of the aggression is kind of you. Like, you kind of made this happen. Do we need to go further, Beth? They are arguing because you kind of made that reality with your actions. Yay. I mean, you might want that. You might want him to be like, be fucking miserable, motherfucker. Which is fine. Which is fine. But also not fine. All right. And, who was that? That was Beth. Dandelion Doulas, you're going to get a card. Let me give you a card really quick. I don't know why it's not letting you like the live. That's really weird. All right. This deck is so stiff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Your hard work's paying off, girl. Keep going. Keep going. As soon as I say your hard work's paying off, I'm like, keep going, Dandelion Doulas. Keep doing the things. I promise you're at the precipice where everything's about to pay off. Whether you believe it or not. So you have to, as much as you are going to start seeing the fruits of your labor, and you already have, like, new house, new job. I really feel like new job is going to come and find you soon again. You're just seeing a lot more loose ends being tied up where you started to manifest. Like, you're really going to see the fruits of your labor January 2025. Hope that helps. Miss Dandelion Doulas. All right. Thank you for the hearts. Harley. It wasn't in my purse. No, it's out there. Have you checked in a drawer? Did you leave your case in a drawer somewhere, Harley? Like, do you have a nightstand or something? You know what? Do you know also where is a good thing to do? If you have a pendulum, Harley, that you work with, I use my pendulum to help me find lost objects all the time. All the time. I use my pendulum. So just give it a quick yes or no, and like kind of as you're retracing your steps, if you have a pendulum, use it. Use it. Why not? Diana Sakala, I hope I'm saying that right. If you have any more questions about booking a private one-on-one reading with me, please let me know. I'm going to check in the comments. Okay, I'm sorry you're busy. I'll come back another time. I'm sorry if I'm probably trying to get a one-on-one for 1 hour. Sorry, these boxes come up. One is blue, it says gifted, and the other two, I don't know, yellow. Okay, I'll try it. I'm sorry, this was a mistake. I know I was there. Okay, Deanna, if you want a reading, like, you can get one, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works, all right? Not everybody is with the technology. So this is for everybody. This is my website, okay? This is my website. We're going to do this in person. So you're going to scroll. If you want to do a TikTok reading, which is like a 1-card pull, it guarantees you get a reading here, you're going to get this option. Okay, it's $15. If you want to book a full reading with me, you're going to scroll down and you're going to get this option. That's for 1 hour. If you're like, no, I just want a private one, you're going to go here and that's $40. Once I see you have paid, I will send you a Zoom link. My meetings are one-on-one via Zoom, okay? They're private, they're unlisted. You get to ask as many questions as you want, and then you get a copy of your reading later on, once the reading of the video has processed. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You just show up at the date and time that we agree on. You can text me, 919-763-6975. And we get your questions answered. Okay, Diana, like it's not hard, I promise. It's gonna be okay. If you would like to book a full reading, you can reach out via text message on my phone and I'll walk you through the whole process. Not a big deal. You subscribe to my TikTok. This is not my website. This is like advertising for what I can do. I hope that makes sense. But my website is where you go to like book and pay for your readings. And you can let me know if that's making sense. All right, let's go back in the chat and see who else has gifted. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And Diane Sakala. All right. And my number's in my bio. Like, I'm very reachable. If you guys are having problems with my... Thank you. Join my team. Thank you guys for the follows. Well, she found out about me. Beth. Well, she found out about me, but it wasn't in the picture. But she wasn't in the picture at the time. LOL. Yeah. I figured as much. But yeah, you kind of caused that. That's on you, dude. That's on you. It's gonna be okay-ish, I guess, eventually. But yeah, you caused that situation, Beth. Okay, Megan Steele. Megan, is Bradley jealous of the other guys at work when they talk to me or when I talk to them? So 7 of Wands. Probably. Yeah. 7 of Wands. This talks about like just miscommunication, not coming in and like being very, somebody says nasty. Megan, like he's very short-tempered with you whenever it comes to about this. And it really, I don't even think it's really you. I think it's his insecurities about you. Does that make sense? But it's not really like what you did. It's him. It's him. I don't know if he's ever going to get any better with that. That might be hard. Thank you guys for the follows. Jazz, has Jeremy been plotting on asking me to be his girl again? Interesting. 4 of Wands. Yes. Remember, Wands are our desires and our motivations. Yes. Thank you guys for the follows. Cassie Kirko. 1 comment. My preteen is really worried about friends. Will this get better? Oh my goodness. I feel that, Cassie. I feel that. I feel that. Whew. Okay. All right. Let's pull from this deck too. All right. Oof. Okay. So, 9 of Pentacles, which means this is going to be a lot of, hold on, let me see. I think this was Cassie's question. Yeah. Cassie Kirko. Let me put you up here, sweetie. Well, it'll let me pin you. It's not letting me pin you. I'm at Cassie. Cassie Kirko. She's kind of like far up in here. I'm not very I haven't gone very far into the chat. I was teaching people how to use my website. Cassie Kirko. Let's see. All right. So anyway, I got you. So Knight of Pentacles. We are going to come into this with fresh eyes and energy, but also I feel like you just need to be very relatable. Change happens really, really quickly, especially with kids. It's going to get better. It's going to get probably a little bit more rockier. I feel like she's just in her feels a lot. This is very oh my God, the world is ending type of situation. And it's not. The Knight of Pentacles talks about kind of putting her in situations that maybe she doesn't initially choose, but also she goes after with a lot of passion. She needs to be where her interests are, and she'll find her people. Divine timing. It's going to be a little rough in the beginning, right? Getting used to preteen land. Hi, Dolly Doll Hairs. Good to see you in here. It's going to be kind of rough for a little bit, but you got to keep being that support for her and keep being that grounding energy. Don't let her stay up here in her head too much. But Cassie, it's going to be fine. Do not worry about her. I think she's going to meet her people, but it's going to be inside her interests, not in a traditional way. Does that make sense? You got to get her out of her shell a little bit. All right, Valerie, I think you're the next gifter. Is Ryan falling in love with Holly? Ooh. Temperance, yes, but it's going to be a slow move, right? It's going to be a slow venture. Got to have patience here. Jazz, I think I already did Jazz. Has Jeremy been plotting on asking me to be his girl again? Yeah, I already did. And I already did Megan Steele. Thank you for the join my team. Let's see. I'm trying to find any more gifters. I did. Oh, thank you for the crown. I appreciate it. Karina, are you doing yes or no? Yes, I am doing yes or no. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Justin, will my new job be in travel? Let's see. The sun. Yes. Yes. I would go for that. I think that would be a very positive experience for you. I would go with that. All right. Let me see if there's any more gifters. If you guys could go ahead and power tap the live, heart the live. Let's get these likes up. And we can get some more people in here. I would appreciate it. Jenny, will Kenneth move back in with me? Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Jenny. Let's see. Oof. 3 of Swords and Peace. Interesting cards here, because 3 of Swords talks a lot about heartache and indecision. Our swords are anything from the neck up, and our mental abilities and just our mental state, you know. So 3 of Swords, I don't think if he goes back in with you, this is going to be a good thing. I feel like he's going to be really testing your boundaries a lot, so you're going to have to decide, like, if this is something that's going to be for you or not. For real. 3 of Swords. Probably a lot of heartache if he comes back. Not going to lie. But I eventually feel like you're going to find some peace in the situation and just be like, this is how he's always been. Somebody also comes in and talks about, like, he doesn't really choose you. He chooses where he's comfortable at, where he can lie easily, right? So thank you. So I would just be careful with that, Jenny. Be careful with who we reinvite back into our lives. Valerie, I think I already did you. Karina, I was packing. Did he fall asleep or head to his mom's tonight? All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles. I think you need to be kind of grounded in this situation. Like, does it really matter if he's asleep? I don't think he's stepping out on you. I think if he says he's going to his mom's, he's going to his mom's. Like, it's okay. You're going to have trust in him that what his word is the truth. Karina. And I think that's more of a you problem. Being grounded in what's actually happening in reality instead of staying up here into, like, worst case scenarioing everything. And you can let me know if that makes sense, Karina. All right, let's see. Is there any more gifters we got going on? Dolly Doll Hairs, 2 comments. Is my vet right about my dog's illness? Do they stay with us? I'm so very sad. Ooh. 6 of Wands. Yeah, she's right, honey. I don't think the dog stays. I don't think the dog stays. And I know that sucks and that's sad, right? Because you don't want to give up and you don't want to... You don't really want to get a second opinion because that's more money, but I think you just kind of need to start preparing yourself. The dog's not going to stay. Somebody comes in and talks about it's going to be kind of like painless. Like how it goes down. I'm sorry, Dolly. I wish I could, like, give you better news. But I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. She is the last gifted. Okay. I don't think I've done Caroline. Caroline Golden, I'm looking at her right now. Caroline. Stay or go in marriage. Stay or go in marriage. Caroline. Whew. All right. Stay or go. I feel like a lot of people are going to be making these bigger decisions in the new year, and getting a new year, new you reading is really going to evaluate some of that. Oof. Caroline, I'm going to suggest... Oh, are they around us after we pass? Yeah, pets can visit. Yeah, pets can visit. Pets visit all the time. I did a seance reading where somebody was like, is this my dog? And I was like, yeah, you actually have a couple animals that visit you. We can talk about that. Like, if you want to book a full seance reading and, like, you want to just talk about your animals or your past loved ones or both of them. Yeah, and I can tell you definitely, like, what kind of dogs or animals or other animals are possibly around you. But Caroline, so you were asking about marriage. Should you stay or should you go? The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, honey. Ooh. We're going to have to really look at... can you like survive without this marriage? Are you going to be okay without this marriage? And if the answer is no, then you need to set yourself up for success if you're really trying to leave. And I feel like you're like almost there. You're like, this is like my last straw. This is my last thing. Like, I can't go on and do anymore. The Hangman also asks us to look inside of ourselves to find a different and better answer. So I would say, somebody comes in and talks about like, this time, choose you. Be there for you. So whatever that looks like to make you happy, to make you feel better, I would do that. Namaste. Let's see. 2 comments. Is Chris my future man? Is Chris my future man? The High Priestess. Yes. And I feel like you kind of feel this too. Namaste. Like you're an intuitive person. This also talks about using your intuitive gifts. Namaste. Like, go for it. Do it. Dive into your spirituality. You'll have a good time. Don't worry with it. All right. Thank you. Join my team, Becca. I've been asking. Will my time in St. Augustine be enjoyable? Cindy. Yes, Cindy, we got some good ones. 10 of Cups. Happy marriage, happy life, happy family. Everybody's going to be content on this trip to St. Augustine. And I have personally been to St. Augustine. You're going to St. Augustine, Florida, right? That is a very magical place. Super haunted, but super beautiful, super amazing. You'll love it. It's going to be a really good time. Sophia, will Alex and I spend New Year's Eve together? The Hierophant, yes. Yes. Sophia. All right. Caroline Golden, thank you. You're welcome. Carrie Carlson, it's going to be the next year, 2027. I know you want it to be 2026. Like, I know you do. I feel like you're really tired in your back, but it's going to be the next year. All right. Please remember not to spam. Thank you. Namaste. Yes. Okay, cool. Becca, do you want a card? I know you just sent a heart me. Namaste. It's good to get a second opinion. Yeah, I mean, you can get a second opinion. I don't think it's going to change, though. Like, the second, are you talking about for Dolly Doll Hairs? Like, I don't think the second opinion is going to change, like, the outcome of where that's going. Do you have a specific question, Becca? Namaste. Thank you. I feel safe with him. Oh, good. I love it, but going with mother-in-law, Cindy Marie. Yeah, I understand, but I think as long as you hold on to the expectation that everybody's kind of going to get along, like, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. Becca, do you have a specific question? Or Aiden, W10. Hi. Hey, how are you? Is the house we're going to get one that's already saved in my favorites? Interesting. Strength. Yes. However, the move is going to be a little rocky. The move is going to be a little rocky to your anxiety, to your mental health, like to how you move about your everyday life. Expect a lot of change here. Strength. You're going to need to pull in a lot of your inner courage to kind of get through the day-to-day, Becca. Like, it's probably going to be a little bit of a situation. Moves are always rocky. Yeah. Expect to lose some things in the move. I hear things like breaking, like dishes clanking. Expect for some things to break, some things that you might treasure that'll, like, tick you off. Like, oh, no, I lost that. Like, be careful with that. But I think overall, like, the house in general you will like, but I don't think you will keep everything from your previous life. 4 kids, 4 dogs, work from home. Yes. Cami Ashley, I would love a card. All right, Cami, what's up, what's up? And remember, guys, if you aren't following me, you can go ahead and follow me. So you can heart the live, like the live, share the live. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. So keep going, Cami Ashley. You are in the right direction of where you're supposed to be going. Somebody talks about the right direction of healing, the right direction of kind of moving forward in life. But 9 of Pentacles here, not 10. 9 of Pentacles talks about being grounded and steadying the pace. Like you're almost there. Like you can hold like the pain and things just a little bit better. These days, it's like a slight bump, a slight improvement, but keep going. If you're trying to manifest anything in your life, like money, career, relationships, you're almost there. You're almost about to get it. This is like the time, this is the lull in between the New Year and Christmas where you're like, is anything really working? And then you see it, like the fruits of your labor, like a couple months later. And I feel like this is what's happening here. Cami Ashley, you're in the lull. Does that make sense? Christina Marie, can I ask something? Sure, go ahead. I am prioritizing gifters, though. Rachel Lovington, 983. Hello, hello, hi. Hey, Mimi. Cami Ashley, we had a great Christmas. Oh, wonderful. Hello there, beautiful people. Hello. Tara, will Stan and I come back together? Oops, we'll stand, and I come back together. The devil, probably not. The devil talks about somebody that has like addictions to a lot of things, being horizontal, toxic behavior, just things that are just not nice. You know what I mean? And not good for you, but also can be a little seductive from time to time. Like we get caught up in that. So I don't think it would be a great idea to get back together with Stan and expect that it'll go any other way than it already has. I know that's disappointing. That's not what we want to hear, but that's the way it is. And sometimes you just need a little spiritual spanking to get you through your day. That's what I call my readings, like a little wake up. Cheryl, am I going to build my house early next year? Thanks. CDC. I read for you yesterday. The Hanged Man. Ooh. Expect some delays. CDC. Expect some delays. I don't know. It's almost like the layout or something is not going to be to your liking. There's going to be a lot of cosmetic things that you want to change with the building of your house, and that's going to slow the overall completion down. So I would look at things differently. Anytime we see the hangman, they want you to look at the situation a different way. Okay? And that's going to have a lot more to do with you than anything else. CDC. It's almost like you're like, no, I want this. No, I want this. No, I want this, right? And that's great. Like, we want our dream house. However, whenever we are stepping in our own way here, we delay the overall process of kind of getting what we want, which would be the beginning of the build. I hope that makes sense. So either have a really clear vision before you even start the process, or know that just accept that, like, hey, I want something kind of bougie and fancy, like it's going to take a minute. You know what I mean? Gifters are prioritized, yes. Okay, I think I hit everybody who has gifted. I see Jessica. Hold on. Jessica, 8 comments. Will 2025 be a good year with my boyfriend? Let's see. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Actually, it probably is. Yay. I love that I can give this to you. Because I don't give, like, the best, most romantic relationship readings. I give the relationship readings that you need to hear. But Ace of Pentacles, I think it's going to be okay as long as we're both grounded and open. And, okay, no problem, Kara. as long as we're grounded and open in our expectations with each other. The Ace of Pentacles. I see new beginnings, new, deeper happiness. Things are going to be going on a lot better. CDC. Yes, thank you. Happy New Year. You're welcome. I need to get something to drink really quick, guys. Give me 1 second. So sorry, guys. Sometimes I get to talking and I'm like, oh my God. Okay, who else was up in the house? Whitney. I was discarded 1 month ago after 11 years. First of all, I'm so sorry. Fuck them. Second of all, do you see anything about him or my future? So let's just focus on you, because fuck the guy that let you go, right? Like, whatever. Because I think you're the one that needs the most attention right now, and you're the one that needs to heal. So we're going to do that. Ooh, good cards for you. I haven't actually ever pulled this card for myself. Cool. So, King of Wands, you need to start wearing the pants in the relationships or whatever you're trying to manifest going forward. King of Wands is our motivation and our desires. Like Wands, anytime we see that, motivation. How bad do we want this new life? How bad do we want to like let the past kind of go? And I know 11 years is a long ass time. Like it really, really is. However, the King of Wands tells you like you need to have, oh, somebody's talking about me. You need to have a game plan moving forward of where you want your life to go with or without a man, period. Point blank, period. But expect a lot of change, literal change happening to you. Swift winds, things are going to improve for the better, but you have to make a decision like, hey, I'm not going to repeat the mistakes of my past. I'm not going to take this guy at his word, at his actions only. And if he chooses to give shitty actions, then we need to let it go. The owl comes in and talks about you have a lot of intuition and spirit guides activity around you. Notice the owl for your card, okay? I can't remember who that was. It was the girl. Yeah, so Whitney 777. Ooh, look at all those sevens. That's such a good number for you. Lean into this intuition, this magic, these spirit guides that are there for you, especially at this pivotal time. If you asked for something, if you were trying to manifest something and you're like, I only want things for my highest good, that's probably why homie left. That's probably why he dipped, because he was blocking your blessings, and that's okay. All right, I'm getting a lot of medium chills, so I feel like that was probably it. And you can let me know, Whitney777, if that resonates in the comments, and I hope that reading kind of like gives you a little something to kind of hold on to and look forward to. All right, Michelle, will Anthony and I be in a romantic relationship? Let's see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of Pentacles. All right, so Pentacles are our money and our grounding, and even our grounding within relationships. So whenever I say grounding within relationships, we have to be on the same page, people. So as long as you guys can stay on the same page and not talk, somebody says not talking over one another, you have to really listen, then I think you'll be okay. This also talks about overcoming obstacles and seeing like a better version of this romance. Like, have you guys tried to get together in the past? Michelle Exquisite, you can let me know in the comments. Because I think this time is like gonna be the time. Just, you know, kind of keep it together. Keep it good. Keep it going. Let me see if she said anything else. 8 comments. We are not in contact right now. So don't be afraid to make the first move there. It'll be okay. But as long as you guys can get past whatever hurdles, and that might mean a little forgiveness on both sides, admitting, you know, wrongs that we have done to each other, might be the way that goes. Okay? All right. Let's see if there's anybody. Whitney 777. It does. I'm glad that reading resonated. You have a lot of like people on the spirit side, Whitney, that are really looking out for you. Okay? I think it's going to get better. Thank you. You're welcome, Whitney, 777. Let's see. Who is the next person? I see it was somebody had just gifted and I missed it. Vanessa, Love and Light. I think you're the next person. Vanessa, will Redrick and I be together? Will Redrick contact me soon regarding his feelings? The Emperor, only if he wants to. You guys are only going to get together if he wants to. He has to want it. And I don't know if he's being honest completely about his feelings towards you. Does that make sense? The Emperor. Like, the relationship's only going to work if he wants it to. So it doesn't really, so whenever I say that, like, it doesn't really matter how bad you want it. Like, he's only going to come together if he's like, yes, the stars have aligned and everything is right and I can be with her now. It's going to be kind of one of those intuitive feelings where he feels comfortable to be vulnerable with you. And I think that's going to come with a lot of reassurance from your end, Vanessa, Love and Light. Thank you for the snowflake keychain. Thank you, Kira, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Kira, was I able to help my friend yesterday? Guidance, yes. Yes. You were able to help your friend. That's fine. You got out what she was trying to get out, yes. And I think she's going to have less activity for a little bit. But, Kira, I think it's also like Vanessa, Love and Light. Ah, yes. Okay, good. You just be hanging around, Kira, with these like really intuitive psychic people, and that's fine. I feel like those types of situations kind of find you naturally. Again, that's totally okay. However, I feel like the activity is going to ramp up again. I think she's doing something in the house that's like also attracting this. Like, you can sage and clear out, and first of all, spirits don't really like sage. I usually do a sound cleansing, or I do Reiki around the home if I'm trying to get somebody out, or I do a candle cleanse. Those are the ways in which I remove spirit, right? Sage probably just gonna piss them off a little bit, not gonna lie, because you're one of these people. Well, you're not. Is she? I don't do it because I'm one of these people. Sage might work for you, but I feel like it would work for you in your home, probably less in her home. If her activity amps up again, I would do a sound cleansing. And you can do a sound cleansing with a singing bowl. You can do a sound cleansing with a pot and pan. Like, the point is you are taking your energy signature and you want to overpower what is in there. I know she's doing oil around the house or on the doorways. I think that'll work. If she's doing sigils too in the oil, that will help. But it's not going to keep things out completely. Like, there's only so much I can do for my own house to keep the dead people away. Like, there's still people here. But what I do is I get rid of the problem ones. Like, not every dead spirit is a problem spirit that you have to get rid of. Like, not really. I don't subscribe to, like, everything needs to go, because what's going to happen is the more you dive into your spirituality and you have these spiritual awakenings, guess what? You're going to see more things happening, more things coming up. Cross isn't saying in the name of the Lord she had something demonic. She had something demonic, or she had something grumpy. Because feels like she had a heavier presence that she can definitely get rid of. Definitely cleanse. I would start at the back of her property. It feels like she has a little bit of a portal. Like a psychic energy portal, like right at the very end of her property, where there's the end of her property, and I feel like there's woods or there's trees or there's something. and there's like a little portal right there. And I would start right there and work my way in towards the house. And I think they come in right there. I don't really feel like it's demonic. I feel like it's more like other things, not really demons, but also mostly like disgruntled energy, disgruntled negative energy, and mostly just disgruntled dead people. Dead people can get really, really aggressive. Like, you can have things come in and try to like take over your space because they feel like they have more space, like they have more right to that space than you. But really, that's going to be like, you can't show it fear. You got to be like, this is my space and you can't fuck with me. This is my space and I want you out, type of deal. Psychic energy portals are a thing. What do they do? Oh, so we can kind of, the best knowledge I have to go on psychic energy portals is like we can create those portals ourselves. Anytime we experience a lot of trauma or a lot of grief, anything that's connected to the land that we sit on, and that's like literally everywhere. Some places are more active than others, and that's just how that works. But if you're experiencing like a deep pain, and then like everything is energy, so if your house is dirty and you're experiencing a deep trauma, spirit can move in to those cluttered spaces and kind of react and kind of like influence how you react and how you vibe and see things. Like, you might have a dirty house and then like you turn around and everybody's just like fucking arguing, right? Arguing about the dirty house, arguing about this, arguing about that, and it's just like petty little shit that normally wouldn't happen if you're like cleaning the house. Okay? So that's why it's going to be really, really important to pay attention to like your energy signatures and where you close up those portals. But I have had portals in my closet in rentals. I've had portals at the beginning of the door. But the point is, and you can also have portals in like mirrors. This is a very different live right now. So she has abilities but don't use them. She's been able to see and talk to spirits and would speak. Yeah, that does make so much sense. Like, it does. It does. Whenever you think about it and you're like, oh, shit. It does. Anytime you're experiencing intense grief and you're just, like, crying all over the house, like, you have to refresh that energy. And so whenever you clean again, like, that would help. Yeah, definitely. She can do the sigils on the doorways. Yes, for protection. Yes. Also, anytime you are thinking of a spirit that was particularly nasty, or like in your reading, Kira, where you're like, he got in my face, I would lay off doing that because you're kind of calling him back to you. So I would try my best to not engage with that energy signature. That would be my best thing for you to do. And that's going to take time and practice, being like, I'm not going to entertain this. Because I had a problem with a spirit like that was giving me an issue, personally. And I was like, I need to stop engaging with it. I need to stop trying to banish it, because sometimes the best thing to do is just to leave it alone and to not feed it. Because if we keep thinking of it and we keep engaging and we keep like trying to banish it, you're just giving it more chaos to feed off of. So I would just kind of advise you to leave that one particular one alone. Because I bet as long as you're not like thinking of him, he doesn't pop up. Because he's feeding off of that fear, off of that anger. Yeah. The one we got rid of was trying to blow the light bulbs, and it smelled of sulfur and made her sick. Yeah, somebody talks about like rotting flesh, almost rotting flesh. I would definitely put the sigils on the house, and somebody's talking about having the house blessed. If you want to go as far as blessing the house, but it's going to be really important that her psychic energy signature is all over her house. I would even crystal grid it. Like, you can get those little selenite pebbles that I was telling you about in a good smoky quartz like this, and just be like, you cannot cross the smoky quartz. And if she's like having an issue where she's feeling like physically threatened, she can also stand inside a salt ring, as she's like, you can't cross the ring, if that makes sense. But it depends on how bad her situation is. Like, is she constantly having problems every day? Yeah, so I would definitely do the crystals then. And I'm telling you, if she gets like a smoky quartz, she can program that thing to like go in there. Since she was a kid. So I wouldn't do lines of salt at the door. I would do brick dust. Brick dust more or less protects from the living. So whenever you're trying to protect yourself from the dead, the most thing is you want the dead people out of your space. But if the dead and like these energies or spirits are already in the home, if you're putting brick dust on, like, then you're just keeping them there with you. You want them out. Like, get them out. Continuously cleanse. Get a smoky quartz and be like, hey, everything needs to go inside of the smoky quartz. This is not okay. This is not appropriate. Like, you gotta fucking bounce, dude. If she really needs help, I mean, I can take a look at her case, but that's the best advice I have until I'm like looking around the house. Or just meet with her and see what it else. Because sometimes we can also be like attracting this chaos if we're like, everything is terrible and my life is a mess. What about a combo of obsidian, tiger's eye, and smoky quartz? So obsidian is going to act like a mirror, and they would only be able to see themselves and not her. So technically, can be a good thing. Tiger's eye is going to open up her third eye, and she's going to see them more. And depending on her comfort level, that might not be something she wants to do. That's not for everybody. But smoky quartz, you can program smoky quartz to kind of trap anything in there that you don't want. I call it like the Ghostbusters crystal. It's really good for grounding and like doing work with spirit release. But depending on your obsidian to help protect her, so obsidian would act like a mirror, so like they couldn't see her, sense her energy signature. It's kind of like whenever you're trying to do work incognito. So I would break that out whenever you're kind of cleansing the house. I used to have an obsidian tower that sat on my kitchen and was like, you can't see me if you're walking past me here. I don't have any weird vibes, because the kitchen was in the middle of the living room and the dining room. Like, it was smack dab in the middle of everything. And I used to have a lot of weird interactions, and I put a tower there and I was fine. Also with mine, kind of hard to forget when it's my dad. Yeah. I understand. And that's going to take practice. That's why I said try not to engage in that as much as you can. But tiger's eye is definitely going to open up her third eye more. So that might not be the best for her. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I try. Treasure, should I text A on the 29th? The world, yes. Yes. You'll be fine. Do it. Go for it. Make the first move. Like as you were telling me that it went out and I just heard the ending. So, okay, yeah. I don't know why it went out. But anyway, try to kind of like not engage with those thoughts. And that's going to be hard because you're going through the grieving process, but I wouldn't engage in calling him forward. I would just be like, hey, I had some trouble with this energy that really just made me feel awful. And it came up in a reading, and it wasn't great. I think he wants you to like talk about him and keep that going forward, because then he can keep showing up. Because we can also energetically like call spirits forward. I work with a lot of spirits that I call forward all the time. But yeah, I would use very neutral language when speaking about him. Not tiptoeing around it, but like using very neutral language. Kimberly Sanchez, will Elias make a move soon? Somebody says no, he's too shy. Heather Wooten, 411, does Christopher have romantic feelings for me more than friends? Maybe. 8 of Cups. Maybe. I would try it out. Try the romance waters and see what happens. You're welcome, Kira. Go relax. I think I'm going to get off in the next few minutes anyway. Good evening, Heather. Will John M. and I be in a romantic relationship in the future? 9 of Pentacles, yes. The 9 of Pentacles comes in and talks about new beginnings, fresh energy. So I think that's going to be a good one. Good grounding energy for a love reading. I will be having a good weekend. I will. I think I'm just going to spend some time with family. My kids are on break, and so I'm just hanging out with them. My books are open in case anybody wants to book a private reading. PsychicLexi.com. You can also book a cameo. They're $10 now. We're going to be having our first tarot class if you want to learn how to read tarot. January 25th. I'm super excited about that. You're going to start seeing me promote that event a lot more. People have been asking for classes, and so I'm bringing back one class a month to get it started. Seats are $10. Not seats. Seats are, there's only going to be 10 spots. I will be accepting payment plans on the classes. If people want to sign up, like, you just have to have the class paid for in full by the time that the class starts. That's all I ask. I don't put a lot of stipulations on it. If you don't pay it, then I won't send you the Zoom link. That's kind of how that goes. Somebody asked like how that went, and I was like, then I won't send you the Zoom link, and you'll get the replay once you pay for it in full. That's it. Like, everybody, it doesn't matter if you show up or not. I'm going to be there because it's my class, and I'm going to be recording the information. So you'll get it either way. And you'll get the replay. Like, if you still show up, like, you still get a replay of your class. Can you tell me if I'm going to get a divorce? So if one person shows up to the class, then it's just going to be me and that one person. If 2 people show up, it'll be me and those 2 people. 10 people show up, it'll be me and those 10 people. Like, I am doing the class regardless. All right, divorce, 9 of Wands. Maybe if that's something you want, then it'll happen. The real Cinderella. But if not, then like, I think this is like a touch and go situation. Like, it's not set in stone, but I feel like if you're the initiator, it's definitely going to get done. Does that make sense? The real Cinderella. Should I expand my family? Will it hurt my relationship with my husband? Ooh, Michelle. I feel like you want more kids and he doesn't. Is that true? You can let me know in the comments, Michelle. That's immediately what I get. So I would definitely... The real Kimbrella. Thank you so much. He said he wants it, but I'm also unhappy. Yeah, so I would... If you want it and you're the initiator, then it's going to happen. I feel like he's going to drag his feet. The real Kimbrella. Michelle Lotus, yes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 of Cups. I think you're almost there to convincing him. The 9 of Cups are our water element, our emotions. And like, whenever you see a 10, we've kind of completed our energetic task that we're wanting to do. Are you really trying to like call this kid in like right now? Because I think it's going to take a little bit to like get pregnant this time around, but 9 of Cups, like, he's almost there. You've almost convinced him. So maybe keep planting the seeds if that's how you're trying to get together and get going. But nature is going to be taking its course pretty soon. So if you're not preventing, then it might be happening whether you want it to or not. Michelle Latunas. Zane. Hey, Zane. Let me look at you. Is Brandy, do you see me and Amber be hooking back up soon? You were in my live last night. Queen of Pentacles for you and Amber hooking back up. So yes, I think that's a possibility. You guys have to get on the same kind of wavelength. I feel like there's a lot of somebody talks about a lot of missed opportunities, Zane. Like we just gotta go for it. Go all in whenever the opportunity presents itself. And then you asked another one. Is Brandy talking to somebody else romantically? I think so, yes. But are you not wanting to also lean in to somewhere else romantically? And if you're like, I don't know, I'm just kind of doing it because she's doing it, the Hanged Man talks about you need to look at the whole situation on a deeper level. Like, it cannot just be like, oh, because she's doing it, I'm doing it. Like, you have to be like, I'm either in this or I'm not. And you have to prioritize one or the other. If you just jump from one relationship to the other, you're just going to fall back into the same bullshit that you are with this one. So, that's your reading, Miss Zane. Sweetie, will I get the job next week? I am, but Brandy's my wife, and she's been told she's my twin flame, and she won't admit it. I mean, twin flames are just like people that we have past lives with, Brandy. Zane. You're asking about Brandy. I'm going to get to Sweetie next. So twin flames are just people we've had past lives with. And sometimes the people that we've had past lives with are a lesson, not really like our forever person. We have to choose to grow to not grow in opposition, but in comparison. Like, we have to grow equally. We don't stay the same person forever, Zane. So I would say, like, we have to look at where we're being prioritized. Okay? And if she's not prioritizing you and it's just kind of like falling apart, then just let it go. Like, just because they're a twin flame, that doesn't really mean like it's eternal and forever and they're always going to choose you. We have free will. People can be selfish. People can choose to walk away from that. That's not like forever. That just means that you've got a past life connection with them and it's really strong. People like to put a lot of buzzwords on twin flame, soulmate, all that stuff. And really, it's just, you've got a really strong past life connection. And that can be anything. She could have been your mom in a past life. She could have been your kid. She could have been your lover, your husband, whatever. You had a really good past life with them. Or maybe a really shitty one, but you feel it. You know it. You've seen it. And the best way to figure that out is yourself by doing past life journeys and shamanic work and asking specifically to see her. Don't always depend on the psychic guys for your information. Like, investigate for yourselves. Oh, okay, she keeps saying she's not speaking, go anyone else and try to make me feel bad. Yeah, that's gaslighting and manipulation. Don't let her do that. I think she is doing it. It feels like she is doing it. But also, like, don't be one of those because they're going to do it, I'm going to beat them to the punch. Because in the end, that's not going to really serve you well and it's not going to make you feel good. Either you're in the relationship or you're not in the relationship. But you got to decide to kind of shit or get off the pot here, my friend. All right, sweetie, will I get the job next week? The Empress. Yes, you will. Sorry, I was finishing up with Zane. Yes, you will. You'll be fine. And the Sun is another follow-up. Yes. It's going to be fine, sweetie. You got this. You got this. Go up in there and be confident. All right. I think that's all. Is that all, Becca? I think that's all. I think we're wrapping up early this Friday. That's okay. I'm ready to get it. I hope you do get it. Please come back in the live and like let me know how things go, how things are. I'm ready for it. I'm going to hear updates. But I think that is everybody. I think I got to everybody tonight. Super easy and quick. I like that. If y'all need me around, I'll be back around tomorrow. I will. I had to take a personality test. Oh, those are the worst. I hate those because I'm just like, oh my God, this is a waste of time. Just give me the job or not. Those are ridiculous. Good night, you guys. You'll have a wonderful night. I know, and I think they're just a load of shit. Like, they really are. They waste your time. They're just looking for keywords, for buzzwords, to make sure you click the right one. That's all that is. But I think you'll get it. I think it'll be good. But let me know, sweetie. Keep me updated. All right. Yeah. So if you guys want to book a private reading, I know somebody was in here at the beginning of the live that wanted to book a private one-on-one reading. You can always reach out through text message. My 919-763-6975 number is the only number that you're going to be able to reach me on. Or my website, psychiclexi.com, is how you book your reading. You pay for your time, no matter what type of reading you want. If it's mediumship, if it's tarot, if it's guidance, if it's New Year, New You, it is. And that's where we look at all the months of the year and we're like, how are we going to do with money? How are we going to do with the relationships? How are we going to do with this? Whatever it is, it's either $80 for an hour or $40 for 30 minutes. I charge for the time. That's it. I try to make it easy. The only way you can book your reading is going to my website. Whenever you want to schedule your reading, or if you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, you can text my phone number. That's why it's in my bio. So I am reachable to everyone. And if you guys have any questions about booking, let me know. I'm here to help you. And it does not bother me to walk people through the process of what it's like to book with me, right? If you guys need anything, I will be around Saturday and Sunday. Just shoot me a message and I'm here. I'm not going to be messaging you saying, I have a feeling about you or any of that bullshit. There's somebody that's impersonating me that was live pretending to be me with my face. So please don't follow them. They're psychiclexi_1. But they don't look anything like me. So don't fall for that in case they're coming after you too. But anyway, I'll be around, and if you need to reach out, you can reach out all this weekend. I'll be answering messages and things, and I'm back ready to go for the new year. Y'all have a good night. Get some rest.